All right, first day back from Madeira, and right now I'm just cleaning up my room and decided I should probably record a video just to recap everything about Madeira. So, turns out we decided to do the hardest version of all of the hardest hikes on Madeira. Like, there was maybe 5 other people we saw on the hike versus when you go to like the touristy hikes, there's hundreds. So it was crazy. We were doing like 26,000 steps a day, and it was a real test of your mentality because we basically had no food and water. So it was literally about that like Spartan mentality, which I really liked because I can sit here and say, hey man, I would climb a mountain and not really care if I'm hungry, this, that, but like I could say that in this room and that could be BS. But I was actually out there, and I'm like kind of proud of myself because I was able to like push through it, and I didn't complain, which is a big thing for me because I hate people who complain. And it's kind of like a goal of mine, like never complain, because if you're gonna do something, why complain about it? You're gonna do it, so why complain? And it was really kind of testing like the Spartan mentality of like contempt of pleasure, because it was literally just walking up mountains that seemed endless. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, it's important to not complain in life because no one really cares, and no one wants to hear that either. It's pure negativity, So if you're hiking and someone's complaining, you're just bringing like the whole mood down. And as you complain, you kind of look for more bad stuff about your circumstances, and it just takes you down a downward spiral. So I think that's like just the wrong way to go. Like, even when we were sleeping outside, everything was going wrong. It was freezing, fire was everywhere. I was smiling. I just called Ferris, and I was just like talking to him, and I was listening to my music. I literally stood up the whole night just tending to the fire because someone had to do it. It was either me or Joey, so I was like, okay, I thought it would be better if I do it. And I didn't let external circumstances affect like my internal state, so that's good. And another interesting thing, Shakespeare says there's nothing good or bad, but thinking makes it so. And I think that's what the situation was like, because like, I'm just gonna use Joey as an example. Like, me and Joey were basically experiencing the same thing, except he was all complainy and like groggy or whatever, and I was just like smiling away because situations aren't good or bad, but thinking makes it so. So I was just thinking of the best the most positive about the situations, and he was just, I guess, thinking about the negative. But like, I don't know, I was just like, okay, this sucks, right? Because it really did suck. So I was like, okay, maybe when I get home, I'll just enjoy everything I have a lot more. Like, I had like a morning routine for a while where I would write down like 10 things that I'm grateful for, and I was struggling. Like, after a few days, I struggled. I was like, okay, what else do I write? But then I go on this vacation and I'm sleeping on the floors, and there's no water, there's like no food, and I'm like, I have so much stuff that I can be grateful for that I don't even like comprehend, like everything behind me, So yeah, on the trip, I started reading 2 books. It's Mastery and Transurfing Reality. One's by Robert Greene and one's by Vadim Zeland, I think. But those are very meaty books, and I'm getting through Mastery right now, and I love hearing about the kind of like the masters in all different fields, like Darwin, Shakespeare, Wolfgang von Goethe, like people like that who are just masters in their own rights, and you see how they kind of evolved and what like their decision-making process was all about, and it was super cool to see. And yeah, right now I have like a ton of work to do because work's just been stacking up, so I'm gonna see if I can just make a bunch of money before I go to the Philippines with Zara and live it up there. But right now we're in go mode. So yeah, life's great, honestly. I have zero complaints about anything. And it's fun. Life's fun. It's just a constant journey, constant battle. I'm just like learning new things every day, I think. And yeah, I have no worries about the future.